You're listening to The Vibe on Chakra Radio. I'm your host, Edith Medina. Today, I have the privilege to introduce a talented singer and musician. She's a folk singer with a splash of Latin fusion and bluegrass roots, which has taken her music around the world. So today, we welcome Miss Holly Avilla.
Wow, you even know how to pronounce my name correctly. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's Latino. Sometimes the Latino names, you have to watch them a certain way and you have to pronounce them a certain way. So how are you today, Holly? How's everything going?
Oh, great. It's fantastic. Now, my ex-husband, who gave me the name Avila, Mexican fellow, taught me how to speak Spanish and had to teach me how to pronounce my name.
I tell you, Avila is a beautiful name. And I have to say that I love the name Holly as well.
Well, I feel a connection with Teresa of Avila.
Ah, okay. So we have some background history there. I love that.
Well, have you seen the cover of my CD? I'll have to send you one of my CDs. But I have a drawing. I did the drawing on the cover, and It's a drawing of a goddess. And she's sort of a cross between Kuan Yin and Guadalupe. And there's, there's water coming out of her stomach and blood coming out of her heart, and she's pouring water out of a pitcher. And it's about love and compassion, passion and compassion. And so I just feel that's kind of what Teresa of Avila was about, passion and compassion.
That's a beautiful message, I really have to say, because that kind of brings everything like in a full circle.
Mm-hmm.
So how long have you been playing, Holly? How long have you been in the music industry?
What time is it? No, just kidding. I actually tried to get my hands on any instrument I could find from about 6. That's as early as I could remember. I can remember being on a swing and writing a song at 5. I just kept singing this little song that I made up. So, it's just like always been there. I started playing cello in junior high school.
Wow, that's a beautiful instrument.
Yeah, it sure is. What a voice. It's got like a human range voice. I love it.
Yes.
And then, like in high school, my father decided that he didn't want to pay for private cello lessons anymore. It was an expensive proposition. And so they instead bought me a Sears Silvertone guitar. And they wrote that day that they took me out of classical music and I discovered folk music because they think that was the day I turned into a hippie, and it all went downhill from there.
Actually, I think that opened the doors more for you than anything, correct?
Well, I couldn't sing much with the cello, although I did know the cello part to Yesterday, and I could sing with it back in high school. And I don't know if you're familiar with Judy Collins, but there's this wonderful French song by Jacques Brel that she does on an album called Wildflowers.
Okay.
And I used to be able to play the cello part to that song and sing it in French.
Amazing.
It's been, many, many years since, well, I don't play cello anymore, but so I was sort of getting it about singing with the cello, but now the guitar was what I needed.
That's amazing.
Piano was the instrument I really wanted. When I was 6, I used to go next door to try to play the piano, and I was already picking out songs. If I had grown up with a piano, I would be a pianist. And I really am very happy for all the young people that can get a cheap keyboard that will satisfy their desire to learn and understand the keyboard, because when I was little, you had to own an expensive big piano. There were no electronic keyboards.
And I have to agree with you on that too, because even in my family, like I have, my children are older now too, and I've had the same experience as well too. It's been so easy just to get them a keyboard so they can actually learn the notes and play than actually have one of those old school ones that they had out there before.
And they're just too expensive, and we moved a lot, and my family was just not going to invest in a piano. That did not even make sense to them. That was not part of their lexicon. So, I even still now consider getting a keyboard because I know that I did learn how to play the accordion at one point because I wanted accordion in my music. And I have this little 4-song CD that I made before my current CD.
Okay.
And I'm playing the accordion on it. And it's very, very simple. But then I met Ralph, who is the accordion player on my CD, on the music you've heard. And he is absolutely one of the best accordion players anyone has ever heard. And that's what everyone says who's heard him. And I have even played his music for my musical mentors or inspiration, Los Lobos. I know the guys, and I've played them some of my music, and first thing they asked was, who's the accordion player? So, I mean, when I met Ralph, that was like, oh, man, I don't even need to learn how to play the accordion. Let me just play music with this guy.
Oh, wonderful. What do you want your fans to know about you or your music, Holly, or your message?
Okay, this is my message. That if you, back in the 60s when I grew up, I heard rock and roll, and I wasn't scared of black people anymore, no matter what anybody said to me. So if you listen to cumbia, you will not be afraid of these so-called illegal immigrants anymore, because you'll hear their music and you'll understand what wonderful people they are, and you'll love them, and you'll want to try to find a way to find some sort of a peaceful unity answer to this BS that is going on about illegal immigration, because the Mexican people and the Mexican culture are so essential to this country that try to live one day without a Mexican in this country. Just try. See how much money you can pay for a head of lettuce.
I agree, and that's well said, Holly. I don't know what else to add to that. That was perfect.
Viva Cesar Chavez, right?
Exactly. Well, listen, thank you, Holly, so much for being the artist on The Vibe today. And anyone that is following Holly Avilla, please continue to follow her on MySpace or via Blue Planet, Planeta Azul. And I'm sure we'll be hearing lots more of her in the next coming months throughout the year. And Holly, thank you so much for being here on The Vibe. This is Edith Medina signing out on The Vibe. Thank you. See you next time. Ciao.